Greetings builders, Daniel here and welcome back to another build review. For those who are not familiar, this video highlights all the necessary information for you to decide if this build is for you or not. If by any means you realize that this is meant to be your next PoE character, you can find links for the POB and complete guide in the video description. Today's build is a super fast and amazing NightBlade Flicker Strike Raider with the Ranger class. This is the kind of build where you can have it all. It easily achieves over 10 million DPS, it's super tanky, and as you can see on the gameplay, ultra fast. To list the pros of this build, I'll have to pretty much repeat what I just said. This is one of the most well balanced builds I've ever played. It has super speed, damage and survivability. It also has a satisfying gameplay with explosions, and let's face it, Flicker Strike is just super cool. Now to list the cons, I'd start saying that this build isn't cheap. You need some mandatory unique and rare items that will exceed the price of one Divine Orb. Another issue is that you have little control over your character. This might be a problem on bosses like Queen Etziri and the Shaper, where you need to know which clone to attack and mind your position. Getting to the budget, this build is expensive and not a starter. You need at least 6 Divine Orbs to put it all together. Don't forget that on PoEbuilds.net you can find a list with all the equipment you need to buy for this build, with direct links with examples being sold from other players. You need 3 mandatory unique items for this build. The first is the Fahul's Fur body armor, which guarantees that you always have your full frenzy charges up. Next, we also need a Yoke of Suffering amulet that causes all of our elemental damage to be able to shock enemies, causing them to take even more damage from every source. Finally, we need the Perseverance belt that turns tankiness into damage. It does that, granting 1% increased damage for every 200 of the lowest between armor and evasion. Good thing that this build counts with over 30,000 of each. For clear speed, this build is surely a 10 out of 10, and I didn't even need to tell you that. Check out this gameplay, this is some serious anime swordsman stuff. The boss damage is also great, especially when you can use your Berserker skill. As you can see, it kills guardians in less than 2 seconds, but I will only give it 9 out of 10 because this damage is reduced on pinnacle bosses when it's harder to stack our rage. For the survivability, I will also give it 9 out of 10. This build has almost 200,000 effective HP, because of high armor, high evasion, 100% spell suppression, over 30% chance to block, and high chance to avoid elemental ailments. I just took one point out because it has low life regeneration, making it vulnerable to poison. And that's it guys, what did you think about this NightBlade Flicker Strike Raider? Please take a second to tell me in the comments and leave a thumbs up to support the channel. I wish you guys an amazing day and don't forget to keep building.